let's do this. All right, good evening, guests and families. So it is the request of Del Norte High School administration that we honor and recognize each graduate. Most of you are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of one graduate special to you. Please allow those around you to celebrate their special graduate and kindly be reminded to refrain from excessive cheering heard and honored by family and friends. Thank you for attending today's commencement and sharing in the Del Norte High School's 57th commemoration of the academic achievement of the graduating class of 2022. Please stand and help us welcome our Del Norte High School class of 22 Knights. Let's hear it one more time for our class of 22. You guys look sharp. Woo, look at that turquoise and black. It looks beautiful. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of colors and playing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps at this time. Presentation of colors performed by Del Norte High School Space Force Junior ROTC Honor Guard. The national anthem will be performed by the Del Norte High School Choir. Please remain standing until all the colors have left the stadium floor. Graduates, guests, and families, you may now be seated. I'd like to introduce you to our principal, Mr. Edward Bortat.
Good evening and welcome to Del Norte High School's graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. I'm honored to be here this evening to share the celebration of our students' achievements and graduation. And we have with us on stage our honored guests. And would you please stand when I name your name? Scott Elder, Albuquerque Public Schools Superintendent. Courtney Jackson, Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education. Troy Hughes, Albuquerque Public Schools Associate Superintendent for Leadership and Learning Zone 4. Monica Noche, Del Norte High School Assistant Principal. Raul Sandoval, Del Norte High School Assistant Principal. Chris Welsh, Del Norte High School Dean of Students. Susan Arnett, Del Norte High School Dean of Students. Michael Mendoza, Del Norte High School Dean of Students. Tom Herden, Del Norte High School Athletic Director. And Elizabeth Gonzalez, Del Norte High School Activities Director. Well, this class of 2022 has been through a lot. Your last normal year was your freshman year. Your sophomore year was cut short due to the pandemic. Your junior year was online, and then we came back for the last, 30 days? Your senior year was somewhat normal, minus the masks in the quarantines. And throughout your tenure, there has always been one message: progress. Progress led you here today. Today, you are graduating from Del Norte High School. So congratulations to this class of 2022. I wish I could tell you all that it gets any easier, but it doesn't. It's about progress in life. It is about personal development in your lifetime. It is about being the best person you can be from day to day. Being better today than you were yesterday. Giving yourself a belief system of the power of self-belief that you can achieve beyond the personal boundaries that you have set upon yourself. Start thinking outside the box. Start thinking more than what we taught you. Push yourselves, and no matter the goal or the objective, you will achieve it. Class of 2022, be proud. Enjoy this victory and celebration, and remember, once a night, always a night. Congratulations. Thank you to our Del Norte parents, our teachers, and support staff for helping and supporting the class of 2022 and arriving to this moment. We are a community, we are strong, and we are Night Nation. Congratulations to all parents and staff who helped in the class of 2022's journey. Congratulations, class of 2022.
All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here with us tonight. And before I start, I just want to say how proud I am of all of my seniors. It's bittersweet. I'm proud of you, and I'm going to miss you a lot next year. Good job. This year, we began a new tradition, recognizing all students who are graduating with top honors. This means that these students are graduating with a cumulative GPA of 4.0 or higher. Let us now recognize the top honors scholars. They are wearing yellow tassels and have also received a top honors medal to wear as they are honored today. Please stand and remain standing as I call your name. Let's give these students a big round of applause for their accomplishments. Feng Bui, 4.014. Evelyn Flores, 4.023. Cami Riley, 4.027. Sophia Redmond, 4.136. Leslie Remigio, 4.113. Kyle Nguyen, 4.2. Juliana Nicolari, 4.107. Michelle Cruz, 4.364. Joshua Tejas, 4.290. Perla Munoz, 4.516. Maylene Meraz, 4.430. Demondre Davis, 4.430. Isabel Rodriguez Armijo, 4.397. Kim Wynn, 4.344. Sierra Pinkston, 4.381. Our salutatorians, Araceli Sandoval, 4.6. Salutatorian Dylan Hess, 4.6. Salutatorian Julie Dow, 4.6. And our valedictorian, Jaslyn Milseric, 4.650. Congratulations, you all may be seated.
Good evening, class of 2022. Welcome, parents. I just want to say one thing. We're in the presence of greatness. We're in the presence of students over the last 4 years who have overcome and showed resilience. And I think it's no small feat. These are going to be leaders in the future that understand the meaning of teamwork, integrity, collaboration, resilience. Because over the last 4 years, it's probably been the hardest for any class. So when you get out there and you go to school, you go to work, go to your career, remember, you guys got through this. So anything that is considered impossible is nothing compared to what you guys have done these last 4 years. And now we would like to introduce this year's graduates receiving the Bilingual and Biliteracy Seal. In order to receive the Bilingual Seal, graduates must take 4 years of a language and pass the language proficiency test. They will receive a seal on their diploma today and have received a cord and certificate. Please stand and remain standing until all recipients have been called. This year's recipients are Maylene Meraz, Leslie Remigio, Eric Zepeda, Diego Arias, Aaron Casillas Vasquez, Michelle Cruz, Arturo Fernandez, Vivian Gomez Salis, Ashley Maya Lopez, Yosalin Mendez Ramirez, Perla Munoz, Araceli Sandoval. Let us now recognize those students. Oh, sorry. You may be seated. Next page. Okay, now let us recognize those graduates who will be continuing on to serve our country in the United States military, all branches, Coast Guard or National Guard. Please stand if you will be serving our country in one of those fine organizations. Thank you. You may be seated.
So a few weeks ago, we had a tie for 4 valedictorians. But one student, as Mr. Bortat would say, was a runner and got away a little higher. However, in our book, you'll all be valedictorians, all graduating with a 4.6 or higher cumulative GPA. A huge accomplishment if you ask me. They have prepared a speech together, and will these 4 students please join me at the stage to address your class? Dylan Hess, Araceli Sandoval, Jaslyn Milseric, and Julie Dow. So, Araceli Sandoval plans to attend New Mexico State University and become a lawyer someday. She's received $8,000 in scholarships. After graduation, she wants to discover a clear idea of what she really wants in life. In her free time, she enjoys going to the gym, hiking, and shopping. Araceli. Dylan plans on attending UNM to study electrical engineering, has received a scholarship with $40,000 over the next 4 years. Pretty good, right? Yeah, it's right. He would like to get a job after college to be able to pay for all of his own expenses, and in his free time, he enjoys playing golf, baseball, reading, and playing video games. Julie Dow plans to attend UNM to study biochemistry. She would like to be a physician assistant and has earned $17,000 in scholarships so far. One of her biggest goals is to visit all 7 wonders of the world and travel as much as possible. In her free time, she enjoys trying new food, ice skating, and swimming. Jaslyn plans to attend UNM to study computer science and one day become a game developer. She has received $20,000 in scholarships so far. In the future, she would like to design her own video game and have enough money to buy a house. In her free time, she enjoys painting, drawing, playing video games, and hanging out with her family. They've all planned an address together tonight.
Welcome students, faculty, friends, family, and honored guests. First off, I would like to thank you all for coming today and being with us during this momentous occasion. We are incredibly thankful to our parents, guardians, and family members for giving us unconditional love and support these past 4 years. Faculty and teachers, we would like to recognize the hard work and dedication you have put into our education and getting us to where we are today. To everyone else who has supported us not just during the past 4 years, but during and throughout the past 18, I would like to congratulate you as well for shaping the Del Norte class of 2022 into the bright and promising individuals we are today. Thank you. Graduates, congratulations. We have done the unimaginable and accomplished so much more. And we are here today representing the best class 2022 has ever seen. Now, as you all know, the past 4 years have been a roller coaster of constant ups and downs. It would not be a down statement to say that life is full of surprises. For example, if I told you that anything could be repaired with the help of instant ramen and super glue, you would find that pretty surprising. In 2015, if I told you that in 4 years, school, work, or just life in general could be done from the comfort of your own bed, you would find it pretty hard to believe. And certainly, if I were to tell you that in 4 years, the country would have a toilet paper shortage and America would go into a toilet paper frenzy, you would look me in the eye and ask me if I needed a ride to the nearest hospital. Lastly, in the year 2018, if I were to tell you that we would be graduating in just 4 years, you would not be able to believe me at all. Time sure flies. Our expectations were surely a stark difference from reality.
Now that we have overcome these challenges and the realities have been revealed to us, we can see that it wasn't all bad. We were told to anticipate so many things entering into high school. Going into our first classes, we were anxious, unsure what to expect. But we walked in, we faced this fear, and were welcomed by our teachers with kindness, respect, and support. We expected the workload of our high school classes to be much more intensive than we had had before, to have hours of work every night. But with determination, the help of our teachers, and lots of Quizlet, we proved in reality that with a little extra effort, we got through the work of our freshman and sophomore year, more prepared for the challenges of our last years of high school. However, not all of our expectations were met with pleasant surprises. For example, a lot of us expected to stay friends with the same people we knew in 8th grade. It's easy to think that when you first enter, but the truth was that as time goes on, you grow apart. You lose touch with those that you once held dear. And while being a sad reality, it is something we are meant to do. We have to change, to adapt, and in doing this, we develop new friendships along the way. Especially our class, class of 2022, which went through one of the most unanticipated events of the century and became all the stronger because of it.
Our high school experience definitely came with a lot of surprises and unexpected events. I mean, do you guys remember how excited we were our sophomore year when they told us that spring break had come early? The world went crazy at the news of a pandemic, and I bet none of us expected there to be a national toilet paper shortage. But soon those 2 weeks turned into a month-long break, which then became a 2-year pandemic in which our high school experience would never be the same. We had to adapt to learning in a completely different environment, which did teach us a lot, but it was also really hard for some of us. Though it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, what other generation can say they got up a minute before class started and attended from right there in the comfort of their own bed? With this new learning environment came even more unexpected situations where we had to learn to adjust. And by the time we got to senior year, we were used to the idea that things don't always go as planned. This last year of school was one that we also had to adapt to, and coming back wasn't just like going back to school before the pandemic started. There were many new things we had to get used to, but we were dedicated and we worked hard, and with the help of those around us, we accomplished our end goal. Finally winning the Spirit Stick and graduating.
Well, class of 2022, we made it. Somehow we took a lot of wrong turns on our high school journey and yet still ended up right here in this moment where we can celebrate our incredible accomplishments. Today is bittersweet to say the least. It is the day we have counted down to since kindergarten. For the last 13 years, at the end of every school year, my pa reminded me of the time until we reached this day, repeating the mantra, only 10 more years, then it was only 5, and now, today is the day. We all rushed so quickly to get here, but much like our high school experience, today did not meet our expectations. It's ironic, isn't it, how we all wanted to grow up so fast, and now that we want nothing more than for the world to slow down? We all rushed to get to this place today because we thought it was an ending point, a final destination of sorts. Instead, we've all come to find out that today is the start of a new beginning. To conclude, while we may not have had the traditional high school educational experience, I can say with absolute certainty that our class is better equipped to go off in the world than anyone before us, because we learned very early on that life doesn't go as expected. We've learned to change, adapt, and persevere in the face of adversity. Thank you.
Thank you, Araceli, Jasmine, Dylan, and Julie. One more round of applause for them. What wonderful parting words for your class. Now, it's time to introduce you to our staff member, Ms. Rosalind Jones, and our Del Norte Orchestra, under the direction of Liza Gatica, as they will now play a piece entitled The Impossible Dream by Mitch Lee from Mana La Mancha for our guests and graduates tonight. Senior musicians, if you are playing with orchestra, you may get up and go join them.
Unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strong with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable stone.
Ooh, thank you, Ms. Gatika. Thank you, Ms. Jones. What an excellent performance. One more round of applause for them. Yeah. All right, graduates, it's the time we've all been waiting for. Knights, you have worked so hard for this very moment to hear your name being called to receive your diploma tonight. When you come up here today, walk proud, walk with pride. Trust that this is one of the most important moments in your life. And as you sit waiting in line to receive your diploma, reflect back on how much hard work this took and where you are standing right now today to get your diploma. And most importantly, as you walk up here and get your diploma, smile big. Give your family a big smile, smile big for the camera, and just be proud because it's a huge accomplishment. Board Member Jackson and Mr. Bortot, will you now join me at the podium for the presentation and acceptance of the class of 2022?
Board Member Jackson, the graduates before you have met the graduation requirements set forth by the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, along with the New Mexico Public Education Department. To you, I present the class of 2022.
Principal Bortot, on behalf of the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, we accept the graduating class of 2022 from Del Norte High School. Congratulations and best wishes.
Board Member Jackson, Superintendent Elder, Associate Superintendent Hughes, Principal Bortot, Assistant Principals Noche and Sandoval, Dean Mendoza, Dean Welsh, Dean Arnett, Ms. Mancias, Ms. Bacek, will you please join me on this stage to prepare for this wonderful moment? Counselors, you can join us at the end of this stage for congratulating graduates. Graduates, as you come through the line, please don't forget to take your photo. All right, are we ready, graduates? Are you ready? Mr. Villanueva and Mr. Hagmeyer, will you please do us the honor?
Trinity S. Alvarado. Gabriel Anaya. Ariana M. Archuleta. Atreyu Z. Archuleta. Diego A. Arias. Soleil M. Ashburner. Ashley Baca. Daniel J. Varela. Jasmine D. Varela. Cassandra V. Barrientos. John D. Bayless Jr. Adriana G. Beauregard. Cordell R. Bedoni. Angelina M. Barosby. Taya M. Bills. Isabel M. Bliner Yazi. Katina H. Boyd. Everett Brown.
Fung H. Bui. Taylor G. Burks. Joaquin Jesus Bustamante. Jonas D. Cabaluna. Aaron Casillas Vasquez. Alex Chavez Almanza. Joshua Chavez. Davion A. Clark King. Alana L. Constant. Antonio Cordova. Joshua M. Crespin. Michelle Cruz. Zachary A. Daniel. Julie K. Dow. Demondre Davis. Charlie Dominguez. Wendy Escobar Hernandez. Maritza Espinosa Monje.
Jesús Espinosa González. Esteban C. Espinosa. Miguel A. Esquivel. Arturo Fernández. Evelyn Flores. Haley Fragua. Ellen Y. Frankie. Is it not you? Marissa M. Gallegos. Diego N. Galvez. Crucito V. Garcia. Mike Garcia. Sofia Garcia. Sofia Giron. DeAndre T. Glover. Vivian Gomez Solis. Nadia R. Griffin. Xander J. Griffin. Crystal Henry.
Christian I. Hernandez. Yuri A. Herzog. Dylan Hess. Taylor G. Hidalgo. Carolina S. Height. Alana F. Hunter. Kanoa M. Ignacio. Matthew Jaramillo. Andre L. Jim. Gabriel A. Jimenez. Justina L. John. Evelyn Johnson. Madison C. Casus. Destiny G. Lamy. Alyssa Lindsay. Angel Lopez. Isaiah B. Lopez. Joshua D. Lopez Navarro.
Caden A. Manuelito. Casey R. Mariscal. Josiah A. Marquez. Joaquin D. Martinez. Lainey V. Martinez. Ashley Y. Maya Lopez. Rafael Medina Huereca. Jocelyn Méndez Ramírez. Mia R. Mendiola. Maylene Meraz. Jaslyn Milzarek. Joseph Moncayo. Viviana Monterroso. Adam I. Montoya. Damien A. Montoya. Raimundo Morales. Mateo C. Moreno. Samaya Mukhtar.
Elizabeth E. Mullins. Ernest D. Munoz. Perla J. Munoz. Amelia D. Nelson. Olivia R. Newsome. Andrew K. Newton. Kim M. Wynn. Kyle V. Wynn. Juliana Nicolari. Carlos Nino. Nia Batula Noros Ali. Angelo J. Noche. Nico Noche. Nicholas E. Odegaard. Kellen Ortiz. Sadie Ortiz. Juan Diego Padilla. Xavier J. Padilla.
Samantha L. Pardo. Michaela Patton. Angélica A. Peña. Sierra Pinkston. Joanna Rafael. Sophia Y. Redmond. Leslie Remigio. Jonathan Reyes Robles. Cammie E. Riley. Raquel Rodríguez. Isabel Rodríguez Armijo. René Rodríguez Rosales. Ana M. Saavedra. Luis Salazar. Araceli S. Sandoval. Shaniska L. Sandoval. Tanner Secatero. Anastasia R. Cedillo.
Esteban Sierra. Christopher Simpson. Matea M. Smith. Shakira Smith. Sean Solomon. Donnie Ta. Elijah Taryn. Joshua Tejas. Candace Thompson. Yolanda Tatsani Prudencio. Carolina Torres Medina. Tyrell J. Trancosa. Isaiah C. Trujillo. Moises S. Trujillo. Corina A. Urioste. Cassandra Vela. Francisco S. Veloz. Joseph Vigil.
Delijah Walkie. Michaela B. Westfall. Tia Westica. Alyssa K. Wilson. Jacob Wonderly. Kylan H. Yazi. Annalise R. Yepa. Gulmina Zakel. Ibrahim Zakel. Kayla Zamora. And Eric Cepeda.
You guys did it. I'm so proud of all of you. It is my honor now to introduce you to a student that exemplifies school spirit, a true Del Norte Knight who has supported her school and her peers during 4 years of high school. I want to welcome to the stage Student Body President, Madison.
Yat she Madison Cassius Yinshe, Hashkishni Nishlon, the Tabahani Bashashi, Keani Dashache, the Nohabani Dashanale. Greetings, graduates, friends, family, loved ones, staff, and the people way in the back. Yes, I see you. My name is Madison Casus. I am so honored to be speaking in front of all of you amazing people and to be representing this class of 2022. Last semester, I was informed about giving a small speech at graduation. At the time, I was so excited as well as nervous. In all honesty, I couldn't figure out what to say. I didn't know if I should start off with a joke or maybe just fall down the stairs purposely to get everyone's attention. Nothing really came to my head at the time. So just like my 4 years of high school, I procrastinated. We've all been there, waited till last minute to turn in one of Mr. Mayo's assignments or to try to finish while the teacher's collecting it. Well, the time has come, graduation day. Let me tell you a quick story starting in elementary school in 2015. Yes, 2015. Do you remember those times? Well, in elementary school, we were given these t-shirts with all the students' names on the back and a logo saying class of 2022. Fifth grade me couldn't believe how far that seemed. Oh, and how I wish I could have told my younger self that high school is nothing like the 80s movies. I didn't experience going to detention on a Saturday morning just to mess around and at the end sing, "Don't you forget about me." But I did get to experience memories with all of you. To the first day of freshman orientation, where all of us thought we were so cool and better than the rest, to winning the Spirit Stick at our final assembly. All those memories in between will be memories that will be cherished and live in our hearts forever. Graduation is about you. It's a celebration of all your accomplishments and success since the beginning. I know there's times where we don't meet our goals or fully complete some task, but don't look at it as a failure, but as a learning experience. I want to say how incredibly proud I am of each and every one of you. You are finally here. The last step before you are sent off to the real world. Yes, it is terrifying. Yes, you will get lost. And yes, you will have to pay for your own food and you can no longer eat for free. Take the time to acknowledge all of your hard work you have put in these past few years. It may seem small, but if it was, you wouldn't be here today. I know each and every one of you will be successful in whatever you plan on doing in the future. Don't give up on yourself. Continue to strive in the person you've always wanted to be. Whew, alrighty, with that all being said, it is finally time. Class of 2022, please rise for the turning of the tassels. By now, hopefully you know what side is your left and right. Please join me as we move our tassels from the right to the left. Yo, let's get some Bruno Mars playing. Congratulations, class of 2022. We made it!
Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24-karat magic in the
Congratulations to the now alumni class of 2022. Let's hear it. Graduates, go out and change the world. Families, you may meet your graduates outside near the main entrances. Graduates, please follow Mr. Hagmeyer and Mr. Villanueva out to get your diplomas and meet your families. Thank you for joining us tonight.